Well, first there were dogs, then there were puppies, and now babies.
Yeah, the author of the beloved series Underwater Puppies is back with an all-new book called Underwater Babies. Joining us now is Seth Castile, photographer and best-selling author of Underwater Dogs and Underwater Puppies. So it's a natural progression to babies. Hey, Seth, how are you? Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Why babies? Why did you decide to take on this project?
So through the course of working with the dogs and the puppies underwater, it occurred to me that water safety is such an important thing, not only for our pets, obviously, but for our children as well. So I realized these statistics. In the United States, drowning is the #1 cause of accidental death with children under the age of 5.
Wow.
And that's just a horrible, horrible thing. So I tagged along some swimming lessons for children to see exactly what was going on there.
And what was going on there?
And what was going on there is incredible. It's incredible. Yeah, so these children, there's a variety of different types of swimming programs for children. Some are more intense, some are based more on games and songs, but they're all learning safety skills in the water, and they're learning that if they are in a situation that they're in danger and they happen to not have help for a second, that they're going to be okay. And it's incredible to watch that the first time you see a baby go under the water like that and how they respond. They're all holding their breath, they open their eyes, they're looking around. It's incredible.
But babies have a natural reaction to automatically holding their breath. We think, oh, this is terrifying, but actually they're right out of the womb. They naturally want to hold their breath, right?
They do, automatically. It is a reflex that they have from the time that they're born. You're not starting your baby swimming lessons at 1 week old, of course.
Right.
But they do have that reflex, and they do start to lose that reflex over time if they're not continuing their swimming lessons. So it's great to start them when they're earlier.
Yeah, and thumbing through the pictures, this one on the cover actually sort of reminds me of that 1990s Nirvana album cover. I love that. But thumbing through, some of the kids look super duper happy, like this sweet girl, but then these little kids, they look like, what's going on? Lift the veil for us a little bit. What was the shoot like? Did you have some crying babies too?
You got a whole range of things going on. I mean, they're babies. You guys know how it is. Some of the babies are going to be in a great mood. Some of the babies, maybe they're not in the best mood because they missed their nap or whatever. But overall, I thought it was a really joyful experience. I don't have a lot of experience with babies before this, but I had a great time with these babies, and especially to see the dedication from the parents as well and how they're signing up. They're there. They know how important it is. And the swim instructors, how good they are with the children, and what they're doing to try to save lives is just really inspiring.
We're looking at some behind-the-scenes footage of you. Now, as a subject, was it easier to shoot babies or Hollywood actresses? What are bigger divas?
Ooh, I don't know. I haven't gone down the Hollywood actress path yet.
I'll stay away. Stay away from that then.
You mentioned the naps. They also get hangry, as many models would as well.
Yeah, you get a short window. I mean, I of course have kids. You get a really short window when you can photograph them when they're in their best light, so to speak. You're putting lights in the pool. Yeah. You're underwater for most of the afternoon. How did that play out?
Yeah, so these babies are only going underwater a couple of times and for a second or two. So my opportunity to take a picture of these babies is super limited. That's why it's so difficult to make a book like this, because you just don't have much of an opportunity. With the dogs, I can be with the dog in the pool for a half hour, an hour. They're jumping in, 50 times, but the baby goes under once, whoop, come back up, and then maybe they do it again, and then the lesson's over with.
Do you have a favorite picture or a favorite baby? Is it tough to pick?
The mermaid. The mermaid is one of my favorites. I mean,
they're all his babies.
Yeah, the mermaid is incredible, and that's a costume that Mom showed up with, that she had made. She brought it out, and baby Ayla had already been wearing the costume a few times, so she was so used to it. And I got to tell you this, too. People say, well, how is that relevant, a mermaid? But a lot of the children, as part of their lessons, they do wear clothes and costumes, so they can have the experience if they end up in the water, because chances are, if they fall into a pool somewhere, who knows what they're going to be wearing. So they want to have that experience where the children are wearing clothes, even hats, glasses, shoes, and so they can have that experience where they're in the water, fully clothed, and still know that they shouldn't panic.
Right, and have a positive experience. It's muscle memory. If you fall in the pool, this is what you do.
Absolutely.
Seth Castile, thank you so much. The book is called Underwater Babies.
I could page through this all afternoon. This is beautiful.
Put the smile on your face.
Thanks, Seth. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.